Hi everyone, welcome back to Grow Kit. In today's episode I'm going to be sowing my onion seeds. Now these are my own grown onion seed. So I had a really good crop of onions last year, so I let a couple of them go to seed, and I've saved the seeds for sowing this year. Can't remember the variety, it's one of two varieties. So these are either Elsa Craig or Bedfordshire Champion. So like I said, I saved the seeds for them. I'm going to be sowing them in individual pots. Normally I would sow them in a tray or something, but I decided to cut out the just to make it easier to sow them directly into little pots. Saves the faffing around trying to prick them out of the tray and put them into the pots. So I'm going to be sowing quite a few because we get through a lot of onions. So I've got my compost, got my pots, I've got my seeds. I've just got to shake these all out of here, fill up all my pots, and we're going to sow 2 or 3 seeds per pot. So I'm just going to get all these filled up and separate all these seeds out of here. I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay guys, so I thought I'd show you these. So if you let your onions go to seed, if any of them go to seed, which they normally do, you normally get a few which will go to seed. So if you just let them go to seed, and at the end of the harvest season, you pull off the flower heads, and in each one of these, you'll get the onion seeds. So they're very small, they're quite hard, they're like little stones. So each one of these little capsules contains 2 or 3 of them little black seeds. I don't know if you can see them. 2 or 3 in each one. 2 or 3, 2 in that one. So I'll just separate them all out. You can just shake them out. You don't have to get every single last one of them out. You can sit there and get them all out if you want. But so I've got 40 something little pots here. So all I'm going to do is fill them up with compost. I'll do that in a minute, and then I'll show you how I'm going to sow these. Probably put 2 or 3 in each pot. So I'll get all these filled up and I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay guys, so I filled up all the pots with compost, and I have separated all the seeds out of here. See, there's hundreds in there. Whoops. So they're quite small. So now what I'm going to do is put 2 or 3 seeds in each pot. Just a little pinch in each pot, I'm not going to be exact. So as long as there's a couple in each pot. Doesn't matter too much, so I'll get the rest of these done and I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, so that's all the seeds sown. I've just done a little pinch in each pot. Anywhere, I've made sure at least 2 drops in each pot, but some of them probably got way more than that in there. That doesn't really matter. So now what I'm going to do is take a little handful of compost and just sprinkle it a little bit in each pot. just so they've got like 1/2 centimetre of covered each. Anywhere between a few millimetres of compost and a centimetre of compost. They should be perfectly fine. So again, it's not an exact science, it doesn't matter too much. So as long as they're covered, you'll be fine. So I'll get the rest of these covered with compost, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so all the seeds are sown, and we've covered them with 1/2 centimetre or so of compost. So now it's just a case of watering them in. Give them a little soak, but don't drown them completely. But you want to give them a nice amount of water. Okay, if you've got one of these pump spray things, they're quite handy. Gives you a nice fine jet of water to go over them, so that you don't disturb the seeds too much. Onions are very easy anyway, so they're not too bothered about anything really. They'll grow, they'll be fine. They're cold hardy as well. So anyway guys, I'll get back to you in a second. Okay guys, so that's the onions sowed. So we've got 40 pots of onions, 2 or 3 in each. I'm not whether I decide to separate them once they've grown or not, or if I just take out the weaker ones. I'll decide at the time. But these need somewhere nice and warm to germinate. Ideally above 10 Celsius. Ideally about 15 to 20. But as soon as they've germinated, you can put them outside in your greenhouse, and as long as it stays above 0, they should be fine. Once they're a bit more established, they can withstand freezing temperatures, because I've still got onions out there from last year which are still alive, so they're doing well. The compost I'm using is Durston's amazing compost, multi-purpose compost. This is about the best stuff I've found for the money. It's about £5 for 60 litre bag, and we live in the heart of mid Wales, so we've got no major retailers around here, no major garden centres. So I get this from a little independent farm food place. They sell all the animal feed, chicken feed, sheep feed and stuff, and they also sell compost. So that's where I'll get that from. Really reasonable price, and it's really good stuff. It's got perlite in it as well, and it's got a bit of fertiliser in there, Grow Boost, whatever that is. But yeah, that's very good stuff, so I can recommend that. So I'm going to be putting these indoors on the windowsill, where it's about 15 degrees, so they should come up within about a week or so. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a bit longer. A week to 2 weeks, I would say. I've had them come up in as little as 3 or 4 days, but very rarely. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it's nothing too exciting, but these are the first seeds I've sown of 2021, so quite exciting times. The growing season's about to get started, so looking forward to this year. I'm going to try and grow a lot more food that we actually eat, so onions, garlic, potatoes, carrots. I'm not going to go too crazy trying to grow unusual stuff. I might do the odd thing here and there, but that's about it really. So anyway, hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did enjoy the video, if you could leave a like on the video, that is really helpful. It really helps the video get spread around a bit more, and obviously all the comments and that all helps as well. Any advice from me, leave a comment. Any questions, leave a comment. I do apologise if the light's been a bit funny in this video. It's actually starting to get dark now, so I've put on my little work light. I'm hoping that doesn't look too bad on the video, but anyway, thanks a lot for watching guys, and I will see you on the next episode.